Okay, what's your favorite thing about the United States of America to help celebrate the birthday? And what's the number one thing that if you could change, you would? I just ran into some really fantastic guys down here in downtown Portland. Grew up in Portland?
Portland. Born and raised in Portland.
All right, and what's your name?
Michael.
Michael?
Mhm.
And we also have
Samuel Johnson.
Samuel Johnson.
Beaumont, Texas.
All right. All right, guys. So one of the things that I'm doing right now, cruising around downtown, is just talking to some folks about what their favorite thing about the United States is, given that we've got 4th of July celebration coming up with a lot of bad shit happening in our country right now. Right? That's pretty much the deal. So we got to talking, just shooting the breeze here for a while, and both Michael and Samuel have some ideas about what their favorite thing is about the United States, and we're going to learn about it right now.
Yes, my favorite thing about this country is the diversity of it. I like how it's very diverse, and we can all come together and learn from each other as different people.
Fantastic.
Yeah, the unity is powerful. We need to pull together more on it and, seek peace and brothership, I believe we can do it. This is America, this is where everybody comes for, is the freedom of choice, and just having the freedom of opportunity, man, work, everything like that. So it's just, I believe, for this, the 4th of July, man, we got to remember what this country was built on, man, and independence
and being able to grow and have growth, and like I said, learn from each other. And it's all about putting aside our differences enough to allow that to happen. And what better country to do it right here in the United States of America.
Yeah. Okay, so what's your name?
Chris.
Hi, Chris. Great to meet you. And with July 4th coming up right now, what would you say is the number one thing that you love the most or like the most about the United States? Just hold it up to you.
I think the coolest thing about America is that everything cool that we use today, like technology, is all made in China, but we design it here because
And pause. Guys, these views by everybody, they're not necessarily mine unless it's unity, equality, stakes, freedom, things like that. But I'm guessing you probably knew that.
So what is your favorite thing about America? What do you love most? Just hold it up kind of nice and high there.
Oh, okay. I like his freedoms, freedom to believe what you want to believe and live the kind of lifestyle you live, and the freedom to become a capitalist and make as much money as you want, and not have the government too much involved in it and tell you what you can and cannot do.
Fantastic.
Yeah. It's a pretty free country.
It's a very free country. The freest in the world.
Yeah.
All right.
Good times. I've been to a few countries, so I like this one.
Terrific.
I like how America is so diverse and how it has a lot of different cultures and ethnicities, and it's kind of like a melting pot of food and cultures, I guess.
Absolutely. So let me ask you this. If there was one thing that you could change, snap your fingers and change it today, what would it be?
People accepting people for who they are, not caring how other people live their lives, probably.
I love that. It's very American of you. Okay, Allie, what's your favorite thing about the United States?
Freedom, and that we fight for other people's freedoms too.
I love that answer. And if there was one thing that you could change, snap your fingers, overnight, it's totally different, what would you change?
It's a good question. I don't know. Probably for equality, but more equality of people, but also within the oceans, peace with the birds in the sky and all the animals too.
Wonderful. What's your name?
It's Pedro.
Okay, Pedro, nice to meet you. I'm
Nice
Josh.
to meet you.
And what's your favorite thing about the United States?
I would say the freedom.
And is there a specific freedom that you enjoy, that you love the most?
People's freedom.
Yeah.
I guess for me, it's the best.
Wonderful.
I would say, yeah.
And if you could change one thing about the United States, what would it be?
That's a hard question, huh? The American woman, they're too hard.
What's your name?
Shay Crawford.
All right, Shay, thanks for being willing to answer today. So what is your favorite thing about the United States?
Just the amount of freedom that we are about to have. Basically, hopefully, right?
Right. And if there's one thing that you could do to snap your fingers overnight and change about our country, what do you think it would be? If
Better
anything at all?
equality.
Okay.
Basically, that's it. Because I just want equality for everybody. I want everybody just to love everybody. You know what I mean?
Yep. I love
That's why I
that
love.
answer.
You know what I mean?
I do.
Everybody just love everybody. Respect our soldiers. Love everybody.
Absolutely.
That's just what it comes down to. You know what I mean?
Well, my poor little microphone was crapping out at this kind of distance, so I'll just tell you real quick that Rachel on the left shared that the thing that she wishes would change would be the abolishment of the police and better treatment of black people. And the thing that she's grateful for are the freedoms afforded the LGBTQ community in the United States. Isaiah, on the other hand, on the right, also was grateful for the freedoms offered here in the United States, but thought that if he could snap his fingers and do one thing, it would be to never have anyone ever have arrived from a foreign land here in America. Now, when I let him know that half of all immigrants in the world immigrate to the United States, typically fleeing a situation that's not nearly as good as the kind of life that they can have here, that was a new fact that he hadn't heard. I don't know if it changed his mind, but fair enough. Okay.
Lauren.
Hi, Lauren.
And one thing I like about America is the food. I like the food here. And one thing I'd probably change is gun laws and police laws.
Okay, and what gun laws would you change?
Oh, like how easily you're able to access guns, like very light background checks and stuff.
Okay, and then what's the thing? So, and then from a food standpoint, what is your actually favorite food? Is it hamburgers? Is it steaks?
Steak. Steak and pasta. I guess that's Italian, but like pasta, yeah.
My name's Hannah.
Hi, Hannah.
So one thing I like about America is the fact that it's changing. I think that's important. And I'm also a big fan of food, so
okay.
I support that. And if I could change one thing, I think probably gun control is the most urgent, or yeah.
Okay, guys. Well, what did you think? I thought it was a fantastic way to spend an afternoon and get to talk to a lot of folks. People are very different when you get to talk to them face to face than they often are online, aren't they? Well, look, I'd love to hear from you. What are your favorite things about living here in the United States or about our country? And if you could snap your fingers and change one thing, what would that be? Make sure you let us know in the comments below. And if you like this kind of content, let me know that too. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share, of course, too. All right, guys, I have waited to the very end to share my perspective on answering these two questions. So I'll just do it right now real quick. So the number one thing that I love most about the United States are the people who live here. I absolutely love them. Having lived overseas for a few years with my family and returned to America, it was an overwhelming sense of love, gratitude, and appreciation for all of the people in this great country. And the number one thing that I would change, if I could change anything, and gosh, look, there's a bunch. Abolishing the police is not one of them. But the number one thing that I would love to see change is a return to the kind of journalism that we used to have before media sort of teamed up and went to war with each other based on political parties and political views. I miss the Walter Cronkite days. No, I'm not quite that old, but I'm really not too far off. So that's what I would love to see changed here in the United States. Again, have a wonderful, very, very happy Independence Day. I hope that you're with the people that you love and that you care about and that you have a fun celebration.